Remember when you requested a Zsa Zsa January? I do. Zsa Gabor always wanted a bigger life than the one that her parents Jolie, a jewelry shop owner, and Vilmos, a Royal Hungarian army officer, had offered her. At 13, Zsa Zsa, a nickname that she had given herself when unable to pronounce her own name, was sent to boarding school in Switzerland. By the time that she returned home at 15 for summer holidays, she was ready for all the things that adulthood had to offer her, including marriage. Boarding school had trained her in the ways of aristocratic life. She could paint and dance with the best of them. Her mother leveraged Zsa Zsa's talent and her beauty by entering her into the Miss Hungary pageant, which she won only to be disqualified for being underage. Part of her winnings included a trip to Cannes, which she was stripped of, much to her mother's dismay. Her father sent them to Vienna instead, which is where Zsa Zsa was discovered upon her first night and was given a part in the operetta. It was also there that she developed a flirtation with an older German composer, one Willy Schmidt-Kenter, claiming that she was continuing on with a pattern of falling in love with older men that had started for her at the age of 12. But it was not just an older man that Zsa Zsa had fallen in love with. She had also fallen in love with acting. She attended the Vienna Acting Academy for 3 months and had zero desire to return to her life at boarding school in Switzerland. Longing to be free, she thought of one of her grandmother's friends, Burhan Belge. Burhan Belge was born on February 1st, 1899 in Istanbul and was the press director of the foreign minister of Turkey. Zsa Zsa set about enchanting Burhan, willing him to take her to Turkey. But after spending time with him, the tables had turned and she found herself taken by his sophistication, dark handsomeness, and air of mystery. Burhan told her, "If you were only a little older, I'd buy you from your father for 3 pounds of coffee and make you one of my harem." Oh, such sweet words. When he returned to Budapest, Zsa Zsa arranged another meeting at the Ritz where Burhan sipped scotch while Zsa Zsa proposed marriage. Burhan accepted. Zsa Zsa was 15. He was 33. As she departed for her new life in Turkey, her parents gifted her a ruby and diamond necklace, while her father gave her a 10-carat diamond and told her, "My darling, you are so beautiful. You must never accept a smaller diamond." She took his words to heart. Meanwhile, her mother told her, "Look, my darling, if you marry Burhan, it does not have to be forever. You can always come back to me if you don't like him." Her words resonated as Zsa Zsa quickly learned that Burhan was not the promising husband she thought, that he carried the burden of his profession with great seriousness. It didn't help that with his political role as the leader of Turkey's revolutionist movement came a heaviness in their home. Zsa Zsa said that there were suggestions that their phone might have been tapped, their letters censored, and their lives under surveillance. He was also a supporter of that really bad German with the mustache, which went against everything that her parents, staunch anti-bad Germans, were all about. There she was at 15, dining at the German embassy, where she unabashedly announced, "You Germans take all our good food and leave us only leftovers." Burhan was not impressed. Which was fine with Zsa Zsa, as his young bride was also not that impressed with him. Months had gone by and the two had not yet consummated their marriage. Which is why, well, horrifying but not surprising, she ended up losing her virginity to 51-year-old Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, the founder and first president of the Republic of Turkey. The two carried on an affair, meeting every Wednesday where he would seduce her with his perversions and grill her about the meetings that Burhan held in his home. You know, the ones where he met with a bunch of dudes who hated Kemal. Awkward. Their affair lasted for 6 months, with Kemal passing in November 1938. Burhan read his eulogy. Zsa Zsa knew that with his death, her life in Turkey was over. There was no passion, no spark left there for her. By 1941, Jolie called her daughter and told her, "I think it is enough for you in Turkey. Come home." Her parents' marriage was in just as much disarray as Europe was at that point. Upon her arrival in Budapest, Zsa Zsa attempted to convince her mother to leave her boyfriend and head to America with her. Her sister Eva was in America, married to a doctor, Greta Garbo's doctor to be exact. Jolie tried to skirt the conversation by asking Zsa Zsa what she was going to do about Burhan. Her plan was to file for divorce from America, knowing that he would agree without issue. I mean, he already had 2 mistresses, and they had never consummated that marriage. And while her marriage may have been loveless, it did earn her what she needed to get out of war-torn Europe: a diplomatic passport. Zsa Zsa's journey to America took 4 months. She had to be careful with her route out, attempting any German-occupied areas. Burhan's anti-Axis radio broadcast could prove fatal for Madame Berge. He had a change of heart upon meeting Winston Churchill, after all. She still encountered difficulty, though, and was detained for a month in Baghdad before finally making it to Bombay, where she boarded the SS US Grant. Zsa Zsa landed in New York before making her way to Eva in Los Angeles. There she found herself dining with Hollywood's elite and dancing with their king, Douglas Fairbanks Jr. Ouida Rathbone told her, "With your beauty, you can storm a fortress and conquer it." And Zsa Zsa knew what she was saying. Hollywood, too, could be hers. If you like this one, please stick around for part 2 of Zsa Zsa January, where we'll delve into her new life in Hollywood and her second husband, the founder of the Hilton fortune, Conrad Hilton Sr. Please also save this one and share with your friends. It really does help spread the good word of the cult. And don't forget to follow me over on the gram and the tube of the U if you want to keep watching these videos, especially if you live in the below the 49th parallel. Good day, and may the cult be with you.